Good day, everyone. Today, we're diving into an important topic about relationships and expectations. Specifically, we're talking about why some men tend to do the bare minimum in relationships, while still desiring a woman who requires more, someone who expects love, attention, and care that go beyond the basics. Relationships are not about doing the least to get by. They're about effort, mutual respect, and personal growth. Yet, we often see men falling into a pattern where they give just enough to keep the relationship going, but not enough to make it thrive. Why does this happen, and what can be done about it? Let's start by understanding this behavior. Some men may fall into the bare minimum mindset because they've learned to prioritize comfort over challenge. Doing the least amount possible can feel safe, easy, and familiar. But here's the thing, growth doesn't happen in your comfort zone. In relationships, as in life, you have to put in work if you want to see success and fulfillment. A relationship cannot be built on autopilot. It takes intentional effort to nurture love, trust, and connection. Another reason why men might resort to doing the bare minimum is that society often doesn't teach emotional vulnerability. For many men, there is a hesitation to fully open up or invest emotionally because of fear of rejection, fear of not being enough, or even fear of showing weakness. But real strength comes from vulnerability. Being emotionally present in a relationship requires courage, and that's where the deeper connection with a partner begins. Now, here's where the contradiction comes in. These same men often want a woman who requires more. Why? Because deep down, we all crave a relationship that pushes us to grow, that challenges us to be better versions of ourselves. Men may admire and be attracted to women who have standards because those standards represent a higher level of fulfillment, both emotionally and mentally. But you can't expect to receive more than you're willing to give. If you want a woman who values herself, who has high standards for her own happiness, then you need to rise to meet those standards. Relationships are about reciprocity. If you're only putting in the bare minimum, you can't expect someone else to pour all of their energy into the relationship to make up for what's lacking. So how do we break this cycle of doing the bare minimum while expecting more? It starts with a shift in mindset. Men, it's time to realize that the woman you desire isn't asking for more to make your life harder. She's asking for more because she believes in your potential to rise to the occasion. She's asking for more because that's what a healthy, thriving relationship requires: effort, commitment, and growth. Start by asking yourself, what kind of partner do I want to be? Do you want to be someone who is satisfied with mediocrity? Or do you want to be someone who continuously seeks to improve and grow, both individually and within your relationship? It's easy to fall into a routine, but love and connection need to be nourished. You have to show up fully, not just when it's convenient or when you're in the mood, but consistently. The truth is, the bare minimum isn't enough. It never has been and never will be in any aspect of life that truly matters, especially not in relationships. When you're with someone who is demanding more, it's not about making you feel less. It's about challenging you to become more. And that's a gift. Growth comes from stepping up, from going beyond what's comfortable, and from meeting the standards that build a strong, lasting partnership. So, how can you start showing up in your relationship today? First, be intentional. Show your partner that you're present, not just physically, but emotionally and mentally. It's the little things that count, the thoughtful gestures, the words of affirmation, the time spent listening and connecting. These small acts build trust and love over time. Second, commit to continuous self-improvement. If you want a fulfilling relationship, you need to constantly invest in yourself emotionally, spiritually, and mentally. The more you grow as a person, the more you'll be able to give to your partner. It's not about perfection, but about progress. Be willing to learn, to communicate openly, and to make changes where necessary. And finally, embrace vulnerability. It's okay to not have all the answers or to feel uncertain at times. But instead of shutting down or retreating into the bare minimum, lean into the discomfort and use it as an opportunity for deeper connection. Trust that being open and honest will lead to a more fulfilling relationship. At the end of the day, relationships are about mutual respect, effort, and a desire to grow together. The bare minimum is never enough because it doesn't reflect the fullness of what a relationship can be. So step up, show up, and rise to the challenge. You'll find that the more you give, the more you receive in return. And that's where true fulfillment lies. Thanks for watching. If you were inspired by today's conversation, don't forget to comment below and please like and subscribe to the channel.